All right, everyone. So welcome to Light Painting Brushes Live October edition. So we're back, and I'm excited to be here. We've got Jason, Dimitri, Johnny, and then all you fine folks. So really appreciate everyone that showed up. And with that, let's get started. So Dimitri, my friend, how are you doing, man?
All good, man. All good. Thank you very much.
All
Surviving so far. So,
right. Well,
yeah.
welcome. I'm glad that you're here with us. Please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you and something whatever you want to talk about. So just
Uh,
floor is yours. Just introduce yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. And welcome, everyone. My name is Dmitrij Guszkiewicz, aka Dimek Nokin, as you know me from social medias. I'm proud ambassador of light painting brushes, part of amazing team, and I'm creating light painting maybe around 4 years, but hours what I spent probably is they just like crazy amount of I literally I'm stopped doing everything what I've been doing before, even gym or whatever like physical exercises because I was all my life into it. And since I found light painting plus people plus all that environment, it just took my life completely, you know.
You know,
And
I should have found an image of you because you're bulky. You're stout, man.
I, I
But
used to be, I used to
yeah,
be,
I've
you
seen your
know.
old
Yeah,
pictures of you just lifting weights, man. Just
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm a Polish, you know, we we have to. We don't want to be because in to be big or doing martial arts, you might found like or have different reasons. You know, we don't want to be tough, but we have to be at the end of the day
right.
because you must have two jobs. You must have like physically. You can't just go easy with your life because you ain't gonna survive. I'm telling you.
Right.
So yeah, that is just like it was necessary for me to survive, you know. So, but I'm losing slowly muscles, you know.
Right.
So yeah,
Well, with that, man, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna screen
thank you.
share. We're gonna pull up an image. So just give me 1 second here. So this right here, so we're talking about this beauty here, man. We've seen this particular stencil used before in some of your other work. Uh,
Yeah,
do you have a name for this figure here that you've created? And just walk us through the process of creating this.
she was my first like digital stencil what I used in my work, and I gave her name, and I make even nice post about this because light painting is something more. It's not just pictures. It's not just like creations. It must take your life. You must love it. You must be like passionate about this. And you know, when I started, I was maybe not when I was started, but maybe after 2 years, I saw uh, digital stencils works by other people, and it was just like how it was just like we all can create even perfect orbs, perfect shapes. I can maybe do calligraphy. Not I'm not saying I'm a like best or whatever. It's not everyone is good enough for themselves, but we can't actually create like digital shapes or it look unnatural because actually you combining digital stencil subject with reality. So is it was blown my mind, and I was looking how you got with digital stencils is a lot of different ways how to do them because you might you might change lenses, you might change focus. Is I would say is another level of first of technical stuff because you have to understand your system, your cameras, lenses, and all that stuff. And second one is a patient. I just you need to spend hours to create this picture. I can show you how many like attempts I had to to have that perfect one at the end because it's so hard. Every small movement is just like it can break everything, and then you need to start again. So digital stencils they proper challenging you, you know.
You know what
And
I love about it is you're taking you're creating these. You know what I mean? So they're your creations. So
yeah,
it's neat that you're
yes and
finding
not. I might found them in like actually on internet, and I can do screenshot.
right.
So they not drawn by me. I don't wanna. I'm not that good drawer. First of all, I done some of them. Don't get me wrong, but mainly what I'm doing is, so when you got like person, yeah, or whatever subject, if even if I'm doing screenshot from the on the iPad or whatever digital screen, then you need to edit this shape or subject, and you need to paint everything black, because as a digital stencils you need to just have, I will show you later, you just need to have subject and nothing more.
Right.
And through the settings you ain't gonna see iPad or anything, you're just gonna see this shape which is visible on a screen.
You know,
Yeah,
with this particular image here, you know, what was the
yeah.
inspiration here for this image? Was this
uh,
completely random, or like how did this evolve into what you see?
so um so that night I went to completely different location. I went to check some abandoned like factory, but it didn't work because I came very late. It was long drive. It was only almost 3 hours, and I went there. I checked that those buildings, but they was a bit like too creepy, so I wouldn't feel comfortable to stay over there. Then I've checked like Google Maps, what's around me, and I found the next point, which is the furthest east point in UK. So I'll show you now. So I found this place. Yeah. So I don't know. I had just feeling I want to create something with the fire, and Amber was first in my mind because she's my favorite like angel, fire angel from all my like stencils, and I knew it. I'm gonna create something with her. So to be honest, she was the last picture I tried. I tried 10 different ideas. I create like monument a bit like on the middle of this, and I think Amber I have to try 3 times. But literally, it was that point. As you see, it's so like round and nice shaped. So I knew it. I can create perfect ring of the fire and place her a bit like flying or levitating on the top. So this place just gave me this idea to create her. Yeah,
So let me go back to my screen share here. Give me 1 second.
yeah.
So you know, I absolutely love how precise your creations have become throughout your creative
Yeah,
process. You know, honestly, one of the best. I think you're one of the best at live composite that I've seen, just with your precision and placing everything. And I know that you put a lot
yeah,
of time into it too. Could you
yeah.
share that process for others that have maybe live composite in their camera features? You know, how are you getting so accurate with your light painting? Like what could you share with others that want to try that?
So yeah, we got every camera got like scales, on the at the middle, or you got levels. So of course, first you need to line up your background, and you need to kind of imagine where you're gonna place like a digital stencil, because the best even thing if you can create picture of background first, and the second one you can create picture with the stencil we got, and then if you're going back and forward you're gonna kind of line them up, and you're gonna see you have to go like lower, upper, or whatever. The key, let me share the screen, is so as you're gonna see, so this is her Amber, yeah, on an iPad. So of course iPad stays still all the time, yeah. So you need to have I would say 3 tripods is the minimum, because you need to have tripod for the background, and you need to have tripod for your camera, and you need to have tripod for the iPad. Yeah. So you need to use as well, which I found because I was spending hours and I was getting crazy. So maybe you might not see, but you need to use quick release plates. You know what I'm saying? Not just them
Right.
ones with only like knobs, which you're not gonna put the same like position your camera back, because you need like yeah. So yeah, so that's the secret. You need to have the same system on your tripod where is background, where you're gonna create background, and the same mount on that on small tripod. I got. Let me show you. Can we stop? Can you put camera back, please, Jason? So I want to show you my setup. Yeah.
Actually, you're screen sharing, so if you just hit stop share.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can see my camera. Yeah. Right now. It's on a small tripod. Yeah. So when tripod stays still, with one press, I'm taking camera. So it's very important, especially in the dark. So you're not moving, you're not just with one press, boom, and it's going to the same place after. So this where your mic precise comes from. You need to just have a lot of equipment on you, and or have some where you're gonna create, yeah. And the same place, because this picture was created with, first was Ember, then was background, and then I came back with another one, which is like that, those lines.
Yeah,
They
on the
was
back
made
there.
they was made at the end. So what I've done, it's very complicated picture. I've done first Ember, yeah. I put her on a sensor, yeah. So I'm capped. First was an iPad, camera was front of it. So I started exposure, then I just took cap for the second to put amber on a sensor. Then I moved camera to the background to create fire.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
was next too. That fire is incredible. You know,
yeah.
on the bottom there,
We
this whole ring. How
we
how was that created?
we're gonna talk about that fire. Yeah,
All right.
and yeah. Because it's the next question, my friend.
Yeah.
And so and then after I create fire, I put blue light. I got always like a long RGB bar. What I'm doing, like I'm painting like a scene all around. And then after I came back again to the iPad and done those things. So it was just like guessing, but I make it right. I don't know how. It was just luck, or yeah. So it was like it was free almost. It was free exposures in a one picture, you know. Of
Right.
course, in a single camera process. It's not single frame because it's a light composite. So I'm not calling this as a single frame, because some people might say, oh, it's not actually right.
You know
So this is,
what I really
yeah,
love about your work. You know, you said what 4 years ago you've been light painting. So, I love how you own it, man. You own the fact that you're doing live composite. You own the fact that you're doing in camera double. You know, technically it's in camera double exposure, and there's nothing wrong with that because
yeah,
these are
yeah,
tools. These are tools for creating these beautiful images
yeah,
that you're doing.
yeah,
I just want to tell you that I appreciate the fact that you own it. You know, because a lot of old school
yeah,
painters they kind of frown on that because they want everything, you know, straight out of camera and
yeah,
that. But
yeah,
these are tools that are built in your camera to be used to create,
yeah,
you know, the art that you're doing. So
yeah. Jason, let me tell you one more thing, because cameras, you know, like a Canon, like I don't know how many cameras they actually got multi exposure. You know that you
right.
can get picture with 8 multi exposures, yeah, and it's how you can start it as well with digital stencils, because you can kind of understand how you need to place them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Absolutely.
if you're gonna, because you need to change the same, you need to change your camera like background and digital stencils the same way. But thing is, you can erase them, which is not what I'm doing. It's not what we're doing with a live composite, because it's not. The only cheating, or maybe not cheating, maybe makes this easier for you because you can see everything on a screen,
Right.
but you can't go back. You can't take shapes back. You can't avoid your mistakes. Is you know, is the same way. Thing is, like with fire, if I create one fire, you know what? Then I realize it's not enough. Not enough. So I went again, and I went again. So this what helps you to see the progress, man. Which is just the biggest thing, man. What you can have is like you say, is a tool what you using to create perfect art, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
yeah,
It's a tool, man. Yeah. And man,
it's
this I can't get enough of looking at this fire, man. It's just the wispiness of it. Just it's so cool.
yeah.
What tool did you use? Can you tell us about that?
You know, it's a silly question, my friend.
Right,
What tools I could use?
right.
Come on, man.
There you go.
So what I've noticed, what I've done, we all probably done the same mistakes when we overexpose the fire or whatever. So that night my settings ISO was very like it was 18, 16, I would say, because it was very moody sky. So I have to, as you see, you got still marks from the like ships and like stars still at the background, but literally it was very like everything was very close. And yeah, and I think it gave me this cool effect because I've used 4,000 lumens torch with orange filter and black fiber optic. Yeah. So yeah, come on, man. And what's great with orange filter, you know, I think because you could see orange thing, you know, when it's very dark.
Right.
And if gonna take like this, look, you literally gonna paint as well, not just with the end of the fiber optic, but with this ring as well, because you're moving everything. So I think those two things combined plus 4,000 lumens, because I'm using a lot of lumens, man, in my work. That way you can. I'm not pumping colors in a post process. I'm using mostly the most usable torch is 7,000 lumens.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
So that way
I
you
can
got,
relate because I shoot high ISO, versus
yeah,
humans, but I
yeah,
shoot
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot higher than most light painters. So it's
yeah,
interesting
yeah,
to hear
yeah,
your perspective with using higher
yeah,
lumens versus higher ISO and things like that. So
yeah. But man, you got amazing skies. Look for your sky and look my sky. My sky is mostly cloudy, man. Is a milk. Is nothing there. Is milk.
right,
I can't. At least I'm gonna stay maybe for morning or something, you know. But England is very tricky, man. That way we're doing what we're doing. We need to create background. We need to create sky because we unlucky, unfortunately, you know.
right.
Yeah,
Hey, yeah, Dimitri, any plans to explore this creation, this stencil, and maybe create like a series? I know, weather
yeah.
getting ready to turn and get colder and everything. So, but yeah, it'd be neat to see this in just some different landmarks and different spaces. And
Man, definitely you will, because she's like I'm saying, she's my favor. And if you if you're gonna find this picture, you might read the story as well. Because yeah, light painting is just is it's more for me. And man, I'm spending so much energy. Sometimes I can't walk because all as you see, it's a very small tripod, you know, like iPad and camera for digital stencils. I'm on my knees sometimes for hours. I can't walk. I need to drive home. It's like 3 hours away, man. energy what I'm just putting in this is a luck, but I got amazing outcome. This is
Absolutely.
what rewards everything. Plus, all you people is just when I got appreciation from that. Like it was long journey, man. It was long process to create this. And you know what? Sometimes you're coming back and it's just like, oh, you know what hobby I choose? You know,
Right.
hobby meant to like relax yourself. You know, like get easy. Especially like we're not young anymore, man.
Right.
And it's just like yeah, sometimes you got bad days, but thanks to you guys, which I'm very helpful, because I wouldn't probably give up without people, without like all your feedback and your support, man. So
Absolutely.
I'm very thankful to having all of you, and that way if you got any questions, like I'm saying, I can help you with everything as much as I can.
Well,
Yeah,
definitely appreciative, man. You were hitting on some stuff there where, which leads into the next question. I always say that patience, preparation, and opportunity,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're amazing combinations. Can you tell us how you feel that would apply in creating light painting work from your experience? You pretty much hit on it right there. Just the persistentness and just the preparation and the timing that goes into it. But how does that apply into light painting, you feel?
You mean all that precise, all that process? Thing is, if the longest process, I think the biggest reward is because yeah, it's easy to put your camera for 20 seconds and create orb, which is going to be beautiful as well. I don't want to say my art is better than someone else, but more like the same competition in competitions, like when we're preparing actually half year or year, and you got all those struggles, you got all like fails and all that stuff. So I think more you're trying, more you putting in, you becoming more happy, even if you're gonna have one picture instead of three, four, five. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like soldier with my art.
Right.
I probably we all are. Man, I got like two bags. I got table. I carry table with me, man. People when they see me, they just like who you are, because you're not fisherman. Because you got tripods, you know what I'm saying? But you got so much equipment, and I'm saying I'm a light painter, and they saying what? What is light painter? I'm
Right.
saying come and you see. So I think is like just part of your life, and all that preparation, all that journeys, all locations, struggles, emotions, feelings. Is just like yeah, it's hard to even subscribe by words, man.
Do you have
Yeah.
any suggestions or important pointers, for others that would maybe like to recreate something like this?
Um, you know, uh, this comes from sport mainly. I think, especially now through the winter, I think we should try something what we struggle with, because that time we can put ourselves on a maybe not higher level, but get maybe more skills. And because yeah, we all got some styles and all that stuff, but we got our styles because we got used to it. We can create everything what we can. We just like what's gonna bring your mind, and this is what I'm trying all the time in my work,
Right.
to try something what I'm struggle with, because it's gonna make you better. It's gonna create definitely, hopefully, if you because the best art I'm creating when I wanna give up, when I wanna go home, when I'm saying, oh, I have enough. I couldn't do anything, and then there is an inner voice was saying, no, you need to stay because something is coming for you,
Right.
and boom. And after it's just I had this all many times, and literally the best arts comes as a last ones, so you need to just trust the process, man.
Or it's
Yeah.
it's the very first image you take and you can't replicate anything from it for the rest of the night.
uh,
But
I don't know, man. I had things like this, but it wouldn't be too empty for me, man.
right.
Like I was just like, it will be too easy. It will be, you know what? You coming, you going, all that preparation tables and all that stuff, and then boom, you got 10 seconds, and you got that silence. Imagine, and what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, it's great. It's great when you haven't got time. It's great, yeah, but yeah, it will be a bit like weird for me.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
Dimitri, tell us in your own words, we haven't had the opportunity to ask you this question, but what is light painting to you? Just you, like, well, what is it? What is it for you?
Uh, for me is and I'm not lying. I'm a very truly person with myself and with all my words. Um, for me is everything is the biggest part of my life where I tried a lot of stuff in my life like sports or whatever, and I was thinking I know what's enjoyment is. Like even some people playing PS5. I sold PS5 yesterday, man. I had all best games. I spent almost 1,000 quid, and man, I rather even processing my pictures because they gave you more like feelings, emotions, than playing the best games for me. PS5 is amazing console, man. You got great games and I'm crazy, man. The only thing what I'm in my mind is finishing work now and literally go out. I'm ill because I haven't got my car because I got few problems, so it's gonna be fixed on a Monday. And whole week I couldn't get myself proper like in a place because it's more than sport. It's more than everything what I tried in my life. And trust me, people, I've tried a lot of stuff. It's I don't know how, and probably I'm never gonna be able to subscribe this by words
Awesome. Awesome.
because yeah,
Well, you do great work, man. And I really want to be the first one to say, really, face to face with you. Just for those that don't know, Dimitri is now part of the brand ambassador team. So, it's great to have you aboard, man, and just appreciate your enthusiasm, just your sentiment, just the things that you say, and just you being you, man. You're an awesome person, and
uh,
it's
it's
a great opportunity to work with you and be involved with you. So, thank you for everything that you do.
it's no other way for me. People love you, people.
Jason, do we got any questions or anything that you see in there? Maybe anybody wants to ask anything for Dimitri?
Just a bunch of people saying that your work is worth the time and energy. It's super creative, it's inspiring, and yeah, man, it's all good. I think what I thought was the coolest of what you just did was showing that the photo of that location during the day, and
Yeah,
again to what you created there at night. I don't know, man. I thought it was so cool to see that spot during the day,
yeah,
and somehow your brain came up with
yeah.
that put there. That's it's fascinating.
Jason, is what I think we all should do as a light painters because I think we should. Of course, it's hard because you have to be there quite early, but I think we should take picture before and then show people our power, show people
I
our
love it.
magic what we brings to that place, man. Because people what they was there, they was, oh, what are you gonna create? Then I told them go to my social media and then you will see. And then normal people you can involve, even people who you see there on somewhere, like strangers. So I think is a good thing, for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
And
that.
even in your post, get picture by day and then boom, but the hard because you couldn't kind of like touch your camera or something because it would be nice to have the same angle, but some people does it like they're doing sunset sunrise or like daytime and sky with starry sky, yeah.
You
So
know,
yeah,
it'd be interesting to find out, how many artists are just from just completely random with their light paintings
yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't necessarily know that there's too many light painters that would think of that whole entire process from just building an image from the daytime. This is
yeah,
what I'm going to do. A lot of people just go out
yeah,
and just start waving lights and create from that point. So,
yeah,
but it is like what Jason was saying, it's very interesting to see it during the day and then see it come to life at night in two different perspectives. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
A
you.
lot of
Thank
times
you.
I'll actually go online and do an image search of a location and get
Yeah,
other
me too.
people's perspectives of that area, and then go see if I can match that perspective. You know, so I can plot
do
it before
better.
I even go to them.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, and then while I'm there looking for my own, but yet, like I said, I can look in advance and do almost
Yeah.
the same thing, a good daylight picture from somebody else's view and
Yeah.
how to light paint it. So
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Dmitry, you know, what is the what's the best way to follow along with you? You know, your Instagram, Facebook, you know, how do
Yeah.
others keep up with you the best?
Yeah. You know my Instagram, Dimek Nokin, Facebook, Dmitry Dimek is all my names and my nickname. And of course, light painting brushes, because my goal is to be there the most, to teach everyone. And now it's time winter, so probably we need to stay more indoors. So I got few things what probably I'm gonna show people soon. And that's it, you know, light painting brushes. Yeah,
Awesome,
that's it.
man. Well,
Thank you.
Dmitry, thank you so much, man. Keep up the amazing work. And, you know, it's a pleasure having you on the show and talking about your image. And thank you for all you do, man.
Thank you.